Hello everyone, welcome back. I figured it's about time to do another video on the Leviathan, and I know you guys are probably waiting for another one to come out, so here we are. So a lot has changed and a lot has changed. Um, of course we are nearing the end of the project. We have a month and a half or so to finish this, and yeah, we're running out of time. And a lot still left to do. And yeah, I got good news. The Royal Pools is finished, and the Gauntlet is finished, but has some finishing touches yet to be done to it. And Callus is finally coming into play now, and I'm currently working on Pleasure Gardens right now. So yeah, of course we're starting with the entrance though right now. We added in some vines and some other smaller details that you'll notice here in a minute. But first, I'd like you guys to get a little bit involved in this build. Now, over some observation, I noticed that I'm just going to call these torches, that these torches are actually ever so slightly smaller than the ones by the stairs. So, in order to do that, I'd have to, shorten them, of course. But in doing so, I came to this conclusion, and I mean, it looks okay, but it looks a bit wide, just a little bit. So, I tried building in a different model, which I came to this, but I mean, it looks okay, but still just doesn't look entirely right. Of course, it doesn't have the fire, but that doesn't really matter. But I just need your guys' opinion. Do you think I should do this, or do you think I just leave it the way it was before over there, or do you think I should switch it to this? Leave me a number 1 for leaving it the way it was before, a number 2 for this way, or number 3 for this one. So yeah, just a little bit of involvement, but let me know in the comments below so I can figure that out. But moving right along, we've been doing some details I haven't shown in these videos before, which is including the pots, plates, and berries. This is a new addition to the raid that I've finally been adding in, along with the vines. So you're going to find a lot of cool stuff in this video. So we're going to move it right along. Now we are first going to be exploring the Royal Pools, and then we will take it to the Gauntlet, and then going to the Pleasure Gardens, and then finishing off at Callus. So yeah, we got some more berries here every now and then, all spread out. Alright. And here we are at the castle. There are some finishing touches I'm working on in here as well. But I am planning on working on the trees pretty soon, hopefully. That will be worked on during the pools checkpoint and the gauntlet checkpoint for the weekly resets. So yeah. Of course, I didn't shown these before, which is the dog statues. These are brand new. They're kind of nice. So yeah, of course we'll go down in there later, but first to explore the finished product over here. Alright, the hallway is all finished of course as well, so that's nice. And some other details were added in that I forgot to add in. You'll find that a lot probably in here. A few mistakes I made that have been finished. I couldn't find the right blocks to do the blades, but that's the best I could get that. And here we are at the Royal Pools. Now, this is what it will be for now till I do the rework. The part that I was talking about the pyramids, actually might have not have mentioned that before, but I am planning on reworking this entire raid later on. All the quartz blocks, as you can see, that was a mistake made in the very beginning. I should have done smooth quartz instead of quartz blocks. It would add a nice flush look to it and would make it a little less blocky. So that'll be fixed later on after the final video has been made. And if I actually get this to function, and then I do the final video for that, then I will actually begin the rework on redoing the entire raid. I will redo the entrance and make it actually, the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, also these pyramids are a bit too tall. They need to be shortened, and there's a few adjustments I need to make to this. But yeah, we got calcite there for now. We got all these berries and pots. I am really pleased with the way I did all these other details in here. But yeah, this is what it will look like till the end. So yeah, hopefully this will. Hopefully I can get this to work. It'd be nice if it does. Plans though for the future. When it does come to the actual run through the raid, with it actually running and functioning, if it does come down to it, of course right now I don't have enough internet to sustain a stream, so if it did come down to actually making it work, there would probably be a stream, but not through my channel, but through someone else's Twitch channel, and would kind of lead you guys in that direction, and then he would probably stream for me. But that is not the case as of right now because we're nowhere near that point yet. So we are just going to continue on. So yeah, we're going to get back out of here. We're going to explore, I believe. Next was the gauntlet. So yeah, let's see here. I have finally finished, or well, not finished, but built this hallway, the little underbelly portion. I never made it to this point before in the old Leviathan because, well, actually I did, but building the gauntlet itself, I didn't. So, but yeah, I did some of the pots, and it turns out that the crying obsidian actually glows a bit. So, yeah, it's a bit interesting. A little new fact that I learned from over there. Didn't know that happened, but anyways, moving right along. Not too much has changed. A few minor details here and there. But yeah. If I'm correct, I did not have the ceiling installed in the last video, so if not, there it is. I didn't have the callus heads there before, so there they are. So yeah, there's a few details I still need to work out in here, but right now it is at its finished state. So yeah, as you can see, I started working on a few of the stuff around here, so yeah. Hopefully I can get it all right. But yeah, there's not too much else to show in here. You got the whole outer arena, the track. But yeah, alright. Probably move on to the pleasure gardens now. Now, in there should be some pretty big change maybe. I don't remember the last video that I made and all the improvements that I made in there, but we shall see. So yeah, let's go down here. There are some more details and corrections that I had to make. I've been finding that I've been making some mistakes from the earlier times of building these certain areas, and then I have to like correct it details I've forgotten. Yeah, here we got the dogs. This hallway is still not finished though. There's some vines that I need to do in this area. We got these. Yep. It's pretty nice. I like this. I like how it turned out. And here we're at Pleasure Gardens. This is what I've been working on. There's a lot of work that needs to be done here, of course, as you can see, and I'm hoping I can get at least half of it done by the end of this week. If not, I'm going to do some videos, well, not videos for my channel, but I'm going to record some videos in my PlayStation to, you know, look again for any areas I might have not have been able to build because of time. But yeah, hopefully I can be on schedule and actually finish it all before the weekends. So yeah, but that will hopefully be majorly progress in this weekend because I have off, so hopefully. But yeah, but looking into what we have right here, we got Callus. I like how he turned out. It looks really nice. I was happy with it. I finished the room down here, so you can look down here as well now. It's okay. It's the best I can do for now. It might be improved later on. Got what would be one of the pods to go to. Got another one over here. This is my plan for the water. I would use actual water and then like put slabs just to have like a water effect, you know. But unfortunately, it slows you down, and I really don't want that to happen in here. So unfortunately, that is how it's going to be. So yeah, that's about it. Honestly, there's not too much else to look at in here. There's not too much new other than Callus and all that. We got this whole area. So yeah, that's about it for Pleasure Gardens, and moving right into the encounter that I haven't built before, nor have shown in any of my Leviathan videos. So let's go take a look. So yeah, we have the Callus encounter to check out now. I have shown this hallway before, but there are some adjustments that I need to make to this hallway. I do need to extend it a little bit more, but yeah. The royal jelly is going to be a bit of an issue. It's going to be definitely a challenge there, especially in Callus. Callus is going to be a bit easy for the grape jelly. Just because it kind of goes in with the ground. Like, it's not really in piles as much as it is in here. But yeah, it's going to be a real challenge. But yeah, here we are. The first preview of the Callus encounter. Now this is what it would look like if Callus actually kept up after himself. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I have some lighting to do in here as well, and of course the grape jelly. But of course I have the back wall to finish, but I've done some video footage saved in my PlayStation, so I can work on that whenever I want. I don't need a checkpoint anymore. And the only thing I need a checkpoint for is to do all the grape jelly on the floor. So yeah, and that's great because it's difficult enough trying to do a raid and get a team together for that. And I can also finish the void room as well, and this is what it looks like so far. And this platform is finished except for the very end of it over there. I've yet to fix that. I got all the barricades at their proper places. Of course, I'm going to take them all out and, you know, eventually, you know, have command blocks, clone them in and stuff like that. if I actually get this to function. But yeah, all this is pretty nice. Unfortunate news and good news. Good news is I know how to build half of the void room. Bad news is I have a lot to work on in here. Of course, the structure you might see is familiar. This is actually the entrance to the entire Leviathan. There actually, if you notice, there are actually two of these structures on either side, one on the left, one on the right. And man, I mean, at least I know how to build it already, so bonus right there. Bad news, I have to build it twice, and not only that, but the one on the right is also in a weird angle as well. This one's in a slight angle as well, but I'm building it flat for now, just because it's easier, and so that way I can build that one properly, and then eventually I'll readjust all the parts of it as I need to later on. But yeah, I got the field of pillars, or whatever you want to call it, all these other outer details being worked on. These are technically just giant blocks, and I was able to measure how big they were from these blocks. And as you can see, I kind of made these 4x4 giant slabs, and that's actually the correct size, which is really nice. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much about it for now. Yeah, I have a lot of work ahead of me. Honestly, if it comes down to it, first I'm going to be working on pleasure gardens, hopefully as much as I can. This week I just might do some video footage in there, just in case, because there are only two encounters that I really need to work on right now, which is, of course, Callus and Pleasure Gardens. And right now, Pleasure Gardens is the beginning encounter right now, and I could probably do video footage for the entire encounter, getting every single angle in there, every nook and cranny, everything, and could probably have everything I need to complete it for whenever. And I have all the footage I need for Callus, except for the floor. But other than that, honestly, I have everything I need, and I don't even need to go into Destiny anymore to take any more pictures. But I still need to, do some finishing touches on the entrance and in the castle. But other than that, we are almost close to wrapping this up. And then working on actual mechanics and figuring out if we can actually get this to work. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We have a long ways to go still, and definitely look forward to the next few years into this channel, maybe. I know if you guys are probably wondering, well, what happens when we, we're coming to a close with this. We got a few months left, but what are my plans for later? Which would be a good question. I did create a world earlier, a while ago, for Scourge of the Past, and I started building in there. I actually worked on one of the buildings and almost finished it. However, that wouldn't be a problem until I realized that Scourge of the Past is in fact one of the raids that is actually getting vaulted, which caught me by surprise because that's a year 2 raid. I was totally expecting Leviathan, totally knew that was going to happen, but for Scourge of the Past, I mean, that didn't make any sense to me. So yeah, that was a bit weird for me. I did not expect that, and since that's going to be vaulted, it's impossible for me to build. However, looking at the other available raids, between that, I was debating the next raid to build was between Scourge of the Past and Garden of Salvation. The reason why I chose Scourge of the Past to work on next was because there was the plants in the Garden of Salvation that I didn't have. And I didn't like that I didn't have, the proper material to build it. So, therefore, I decided I was going to go with Scourge of the Past. But due to a recent Nether update, they added in the plants I would need to actually build it and actually make it look good, and for all the red flowers on the ground and all that. So yeah, we are actually going to be in business for that, and that's the next raid to be built. I did create the world, and I did kind of get started in it a little bit. I kind of did the second encounter a little bit in the center of the entire room, but I don't know. It's a ways to go, definitely for sure. But yeah, that will be the next raid to be worked on. I was really hoping to do that raid. It would be very cool to work on it. So yeah, a little thing for you guys to expect later on in the channel. And yeah, that's about it. And we're going to wrap it up here. And we'll see y'all in a later video.